The last time I sat down here was the end of May. So my last video in the Canadian election series was my most popular. It got quite a bit of views. And then I just didn't post one until mid-October. Why? To be honest, couldn't tell you. But given the success of my most recent election video, I think you guys want to see some Canadian ones, which is why we're finally turning to the 2000 election. So let's just get this one underway. The Zod 500 presents Canadian Elections of History. The 37th election in Canadian history happened on the 27th of November 2000. The incumbent prime ministership with Jean Chrétien's Liberal Party isn't the most unpopular and actually is going quite well. The Reform Party is dead. It is now called the Alliance Party, which is led by Stockwell Day since the 24th of June 2000. The Bloc Québécois is going to be sticking with Gilles Duceppe from 1997. I think the last leader was removed. Again, it's been quite a while since I did one of these. The NDP leader, Alexa McDonough, was the same as the last one. And the Progressive Conservatives, who are in their worst time in their history, have decided to put their most unpopular prime minister back in. Joe Clark is now the leader of the Progressive Conservatives again. Don't know how that happened. Historians tend to agree that the placement of this election was actually very smart by Jean Chrétien. In fact, there were many reasons as to why. It was some of these reasons that these historians argue is to squash the leadership ambition of Paul Martin to become the leader of the Liberal Party, and to stem a possible rise of support to the newly founded Canadian Alliance Party, and to capitalize on the nostalgia created by the recent death of former Prime Minister Pierre Elliott Trudeau. At the time of the election, the Canadian economy was strong, and there were few immediate negative issues, as the opposition parties were not prepared for the campaign. But most of the public didn't actually care too much for this election, believing that it would be practically the same as the 1997 one. And the disinterest amongst Canadians was heavily present at the voting box that day, with only 64.1% of Canadians actually voting in this election. The first place candidate got a total of 172 seats, with a popular vote of 5,252,031 votes, to be very, very specific. And they won about 40.85% of the popular vote, and that would be incumbent Jean Chrétien. I think it's very important to note that this was the last election, as of when I'm recording this, that a party has successfully defended their parliamentary majority. And I'll see you guys for the election of 2004.